Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today we would like to show you our view on the Canadian dollar. Yesterday guys actually was the holiday in many European countries. That's why on the euro currency we're not seeing significant progress since our last discussion in the weekend. On the Great British Pound, the butterfly that we have specified last week in the daily videos, so on the 4-hour time frame chart, it's almost has been completed. So today maybe we will get some entry opportunity on the Great British Pound. But on the Canadian dollar, this is a bit far going setups, more valuable setup that we see. And it has also some background from the fundamental events, some political events that we see right now in the Middle East. So probably guys, you should heard about the really some tensions around the Qatar and other countries in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Egypt. So even to the breaking of the diplomatic relations between some countries, breaking the airplane traffic. So it's really very significant moment. And as you know, the Qatar actually has not really significant amount of crude oil, but is the major country that products the gas in the world. So initially, currently, we still do not see a reaction of the crude oil at this moment. Maybe because investors think that there's some tensions around the Qatar could break the agreement of the crude oil extraction. So you know that right now is we have the valid agreement on contraction of the crude oil extraction between the OPEC countries and Russia. So and currently maybe we do not see the reaction on crude oil just because investors thought that maybe this could break this agreement. But at the same time, these tensions in the Middle East, we do not know how far they could go. So maybe this will be some just diplomatic argue that maybe they will come to some consensus, but who knows, maybe this will be some hot conflict, so it's also possible. Anyway, this will be in the medium term perspective should be supportive to the crude oil market. And we do not see a reaction on the crude oil, but we see a reaction on the Canadian dollar. And currently, guys, you see on the picture the monthly chart on the Canadian dollar, and we have confirmed in May bearish stop grabber. So it gives you the hint that Canadian dollar should become stronger and the market could continue to move down. At least two taken out of these lows is 29.77. You can see very big potential of this drop. Potentially, theoretically, it even could be below these lows. So it could become some kind of the ABC pattern that we could get. But it's really very long-term perspective. Right now, we're mostly interested with this dropping here, taking the nearest target around the confidence support. It already has been tested. As you can see the way this drop, there's definitely some kind of a retracement action mostly, but not seeing thrusting action as previously here. And that is the major background. So taking into consideration this fundamental turmoil that we have right now, or better to say political turmoil in the Middle East, technical picture also suggests some strength in the Canadian dollar. So we'll take a look at the daily chart. We actually, if you remember guys, we have traded here at the butterfly, this ABCD pattern up. There was the double repo sell that we have traded and it's completed its target. Right now, market has tested the confidence support around 34.40, 34.77, shows minor bounce, and now it's creeping lower. So it means that probably here we could get some downward acceleration very, very soon. Initially, we thought that market after this minor retracement should continue move higher because we have on the weekly chart some uncompleted ABCD target. But as the political situation is changing right now, and surely could lead to the demand on the crude oils could be supportive to Canadian dollar. That's why situation could change and Canadian dollar could drop. I mean the chart could drop, but Canadian dollar will rise. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, we have another interesting issue. So you can see actually market was standing in a downward channel that was retracement. It's taking the shape of the flag pattern, and it has been broken just recently to the downside. So here market is approaching to the support. This is the weekly pivot support one at 134.30 area. Also market stands below weekly pivot point, below the monthly pivot point. So here we could think about taking the short position. The major attractiveness of the situation, guys, that we have relatively close invalidation point. This invalidation point stands approximately 135.45 because if market were to pick up inside of this flag, it will mean that this was the failure breakout, and in this case it will probably taken out of this top. If this will happen, then we should cancel our setup here, so that maybe market will start rise again. So as invalidation point stands relatively close, that will let us to try to use this overall picture to position ourselves for the monthly pattern. So that's the major idea. On the hourly chart, guys, we have forming some kind of the falling wedge here. ABCD 1618 target has been completed. Actually, as you can see, market is even continue move lower. Maybe some even divergence here will be formed. I do not know yet. But the major idea is that actually, guys, on the daily chart, market is not at oversold, and it will not be at oversold till the 132.80 area. So here is relatively free space. No significant support stands here. So the confidence already has been tested first, even has been pressed relatively deep here, and that's why no actually bearish market has till this area. That's why on the hourly chart, if any retracement will happen, it should not be too significant. That's why I think that the area of the confidence around major three resistance currently it stands at 134.80, 134.86. So be interesting level where we could think about taking the short position, and that level stands also below this trend line that we have on the 4-hour time frame chart. So if you draw this line, the lower border of that, you'll see that's particularly the border of this flag has been broken. So market could show some retesting it or some retracement that could be used for potential bearish position here. So we think that setup is interesting on the Canadian, and just if you're thinking the same and just watching for opportunity for taking a short position, think about this scenario. This maybe will help you somehow. So let's keep an eye on what we have. Actually, on the Japanese yen, guys, our setup is also working, so you can see the Japanese yen. According to what we have said in our weekly research and our daily videos. So let's keep watching and trying to get more interesting setups of trading.